Hello everyone, let me show you how we're gonna design 3D printable object. I'm gonna do a keychain. I'm gonna start with a circle. I already know my dimension. I'm gonna offset it to give it a lip. I'm gonna offset it again so I have somewhere to place my lettering. I will do of course my text, which will be my logo. I will do a text on path. Type your logo. You're gonna invert it, do whatever you want. I'm gonna choose watch font I will use. Of course I have my own already. This is the height of the letters. Oops, I went too big here, so I'm gonna adjust it again. You can play with the height of your letters, adjusting it to see what fits and what looks the best. I'm gonna choose something in between. Then I'm gonna do a spacing. I will fit it on the path. And then you can place with the spacing. If you have more letters or if you want to do your own spacing, you can always do that. And you can again change the height of the letters, whatever suits you the best, whatever fits the best the design. And this is a basic of 3D designing. The best thing is to start with a keychain and then go for something more complicated like models, cars, or whatever you want to design. 3D designing and 3D modeling is pretty simple as long as you have an idea in your head how to create it. Here I'm gonna do another keychain. You have to put it in your head exactly what do you want. You have to have an idea of what you want to design and what you're gonna start. You're gonna start with a circle, you're gonna start with a line, you're gonna start with what? You have to have your dimension or figure out the dimension as you go. Here I'm placing some letters again. 3D designing a keychain is one of the easiest way to learn Fusion 360. There's a lot of good tutorials already on YouTube. I'm just giving you like a rundown of what to do. If you want to add your own font to the Fusion, you just have to add the font already to Windows in the font settings, and it will be automatically saved to Fusion. Here I will do another lettering underneath, which will be the performance. I will make it a little bit smaller. This is a very easy thing to do. You just create a box, put your lettering in, and then extrude all of those things and 3D print it. When it comes to sculptures, Fusion 360 is not good. Better go with Blender or something. But for more mechanical, more robust, let's say like that print, you can use Fusion without a problem. And for hobby use, for personal use, it's cheap. It's free, sorry. And here you will have to figure it out the size that you want your keychain to be, the depth, how thick you want it to be. You can adjust it of course later, or you can even adjust it in your slicer. I'm gonna do the lip now here. Again, I will adjust it a little bit if it doesn't fit what I need. Again, you can adjust it. I wanna pull the letters now. I'll make it the same height as the lip. If ever that you want to do a 2-color print, and if you're gonna swap filaments midway, that's the best way to design it. I'm gonna round the edges. You can do it in the sketch, but sometimes I prefer to do it in the actual parts to see how it will look. You can do a chamfer, you can do whatever, it doesn't need to be necessary to be around. Then I'm gonna do a hole for the key ring. Just because I have already a corner there, so it will put me in the middle of the corner, yes. Then I will do the other one. This is a little bit weird keychain, but we're still gonna go with it. I will select the whole piece and I will extrude to the thickness that I want it. Then I will extrude the lip and the letters to the thickness again that I want. I highly recommend that if you're going into 3D designing, start with a simple idea like a keychain. I'm gonna make a hole in the middle just to make it a little bit unique. I'm doing it over a year now and I learned Fusion pretty well. And I only saw one tutorial in YouTube how to do a Batman. I think it was a keychain. And since then I learned everything by myself. Sometimes if I need an advice or something, I will just look very fast on YouTube or on Google how to do something, and then I will try to do it by myself to learn that specific feature of Fusion. As I said, if you can put it in your head, you can design it. Basically it's like building, but building in a 3D world. Here I will make a simple model track. Very easy, very plain, just a little bit lines, a little bit of circles, nothing to it. I'm not trying to make anything special. I'm just gonna show you that you can do it just by creating some lines and some circles. Like I said, imagine, and in your head imagine what you need to do, what lines you need to create, what boxes you need to create, and just go for it, and it will come naturally. Here I'm making some windows. I'm offsetting and then I'm extruding it to create the windows. Here I'm doing the front end. I'm doing a grill that I'm gonna change later, the headlights. You can make all those things that are separate from the model that you can just 3D print as a part, or you can just mold them all together. I'm trying to make something that looks like a car here. I'm not much successful when it comes to modeling cars, but I try to do my best. We can play a little bit with the curvature. You have to remember that when designing especially cars or models like that, you need to imagine it in like a 3D object, that it has three dimensions. So you need to know what lines will go where, and how to follow, how to fillet them, that they will all match. And that's the other thing that you will have to remember, your dimensions, your what fillet you did here in the roof, let's say, so you can repeat it on the trunk or on the hood, so they will pretty much, so they will match. So you will not have a ugly looking model that doesn't match or has different lines. If you want to see me modeling or doing or giving you a tutorial how to do some things in Fusion in general, just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See ya later.